So today, we're playing a Reaper, as we wanted to try the Relic Case once again. However, this time, we wanted to try it with Mr. Struggles and scaling up a bunch of Vampirism. And it does crazy things like this today. We are going to have 5 Vampirism from the very beginning. So it does mean we can actually start stacking up pretty fast here. However, opponents deal a lot of damage with that Practical Large Greatsword and that crit with staff. But hey, check this run out and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go and jump some rank games with the Reaper and see just what I can do today. Incredibly awesome. We got ourselves a wooden sword from the very beginning. We got a garlic here, and we are going to be crafting up a torch here. Now that should be pretty good. We also got ourselves a garlic for some damage mitigation. Now we're going to be taking this unidentified amulet. However, what's it going to be? I'm hoping it's going to be the amulet of life here, but we'll see. And actually smashing here. That is going to be turbo insane here. So with that, we're going to be moving on. This increases our healing efficiency by 20%, which is going to be straight up insane here. So with that, we're going to be rolling on again. Going to begin good old Berserker. They have a ton of weapons here. So this could potentially be pretty bad because they do have a lot of damage mitigation in Battle Rage here. However, can we outpace them here? Smashing. Insane. This 20 more max HP is definitely insane. Now we did get a leaf badge here, which could lead to some insane things, which could lead to some bow shenanigans here. But I don't think I actually want to take it as of right now. However, I do want to take this box of riches, and I do want to take this healing herbs. I do want to roll once, twice even, to find some extra storage. We also want to find a health pot too. That's going to be pretty good here. So with that, we're going to continue on as of right now. And we could also go for staff on healing here. So maybe we should have actually went for a broom instead, especially since we got damage to life here. But we'll see. And we are going to begin another Reaper with a lot of damage on that one wooden sword here. However, we do also have a lot of damage on our torch, which is insanely good for us here, and smashing even. Just pausing the video here very quickly, just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Also, we got ourselves a red ruby, which is exactly the rubies I do want to find here. With that, we do want to take this leather bag. I also do want to take good old Goobert here. So we're going to lock Gooberts as of right now. We're going to be adding in these red rubies too. Get a lot of healing here, and we do want to take this health pot. Now we probably want to go for a magic torch here, so we're not going to be crafting this up, unfortunately. So with that, we're just going to continue on like this for right now. Now we should have a little bit of lifesteal. We should have a ton of healing. And we also have some regen, so we should be able to outpace our opponent here by quite a lot. We also have more max HP than the Pyromancer with the fire pit. It's kind of insane, but thanks to damage to life here. However, I said we should be outpacing them here. We're definitely not outpacing them here. They are winning the RNG battle with the torch here. However, they are increasing the attack speed, so that's also increasing damage here. But we'll see. Are we going to be able to survive? Unfortunately, just not enough here. We've got a big miss. It is what it is. Super unfortunate, but we've got ourselves that red ruby here. Not that I did want to take this good old Goobert, but we don't exactly have the storage as of right now. So we may actually want to do something like this. Now we'll add this in for right now. We could take one of these healing herbs. I'm going to roll here. Okay, with that here, I want to take both these here. The flute first stamina and also luck generation, while also taking the leather bag. It's going to be pretty good for us here. Also, I'm going to be selling this little green emerald to take this little chip topaz here. Now, do we actually want the gloves too? The gloves could be pretty good here. I think we will take it as of right now and continue on. We'll see. We should probably also have our lifesteal on our torch, but I did prefer increasing the speed of our torch here because that has us getting damage here on hits. 25% chance to gain that extra damage here. So it's definitely worthwhile increasing the speed of it here. More so than the wooden sword. And so far, smashing here. Extremely good for us here. And with that, let's take our leather bag for right now. Let's go ahead and increase the speed of this torch even more. And let's go ahead and craft up this topaz here. Now, it does mean we can't exactly take our flutes here, but should we roll on with 4 gold in our bag? Or should we add this in instead of crafting this up? Or just craft this up entirely? I do think we want to craft this up for right now. So we're going to roll on like this. Now, increasing the speed of it here. Our stamina consumption could be super problematic here. However, the longer the fight goes on, the less our stamina is going to be much of a concern here. However, it is going to take a while before it has actually less of a concern. We'll see. Our opponent is stacking up a crazy amount of poison thanks to Pandemonium here, so we could be in a lot of trouble here. However, we do still have a lot of healing, but it's actually going to be enough here. Unfortunately, 1 HP in a dream. It's just not enough here. So that we can add this back in, and we're going to be taking our flutes. We're going to roll here. We got ourselves a spear, which is kind of insane. I do kind of want to take it, but unfortunately, I don't think we can afford to. Space waste, that is, unless we remove our wooden sword and add this potentially down here. Now with that, I'm actually going to move this flute into this position. It's going to be a lot better for us. I'm going to sell this little green emerald to take this chipped amethyst, and I'm going to be rolling. Okay, we got blueberries here, which we kind of have to sell this, which is super unfortunate. We do want to craft up that mana potion. I do also want to take this flawed amethyst as well. And with that, we kind of want to actually, I do want this eye lamp as well for some more scaling damage. So yeah, we're going to roll on like this for right now. So which Goobert do we actually want to go for here? Well, to be honest, King Goobert sounds insane with our setup. We also should remove our healing herbs for the Amulet of Life here. That is for sure, because 20 more max HP and also increasing our healing efficiency. It's definitely worth more than 2 regen, especially going up against Chen up here. We'll see. Fatigue sets in. They have that health pot. We also have our health pot here, so looking pretty good for us. Smashing even. But yeah, we definitely had a higher chance of losing here by not adding this in instead of this. And with that, we're going to be taking tiny little storage, and we're going to be taking good old Hunger Blade as right now. And with that, we're going to be taking this. We're going to be rolling here a little bit. More red rubies. It's going to be insanely good for us. And we also want Toad, because Toad is going to be a mana generation for us. Unfortunately. It is what it is. We're going to have to roll on like this until we craft up our torch here. We'll see, our opponent is running here longsword, which is going to be absurd damage here. They're also going to be scaling the damage, so the longer the fight goes on, the worse it is going to be first, but we do have a lot of sustain compared to our opponent here. And that sustain literally is going to win us this fight here. Extremely awesome. Okay, so we have a recipe for Nocturnal Locklifter. With a Hunger Blade, Magic Torch, it's going to be a fantastic combo. However, I'm also thinking about going Mr. Struggles here. I think Mr. Struggles could be fantastic if we get Misfortune. We can also be scaling up a lot of buffs here. And I kind of want to turn good old Goobert into a Vampiric Goobert here, especially with Amulet of Life here. So yeah, I'm going to go Mr. Struggles here. We ended up getting Mr. Struggles, which kind of awesome, but I did want to get Mrs. Fortune here. And with that, we did get 2 mana generators, being the Toad as well as the Mana Orb. So I kind of want to take both these here. So with that, we're going to be having this in as of right now. We're also going to add in our Toad into this position. With that, we're going to sell our wooden sword. We're going to have to keep all of these red gems as of right now. It's almost nearly worthwhile crafting these up as of right now, since we don't have enough storage anyway. So with that, we're going to have to sell this little chipped amethyst as of right now, so we can actually get Mr. Struggles. Now, I might actually let go of the eye lamp here, even though I kind of wanted it here. We're going to have to roll on like this for right now. Now, we only have Mr. Struggles targeting our Magic Torch, which is not super great. But it's going to have to be this way for right now. We should have a ton of scaling damage here, which shouldn't be too bad. We also have a ton of healing. And so far, going up against double chain up here is actually going to be super problematic because, yeah, they just healed for too much here. Okay, incredibly awesome. We got ourselves a blood amulet here, which is going to give us blood Goobert. We also got ourselves a deck of cards, which is going to be pretty good. We should also have Mr. Struggles in instead of Garlic here. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here. Mr. Struggles would have been so much better here. However, last one didn't really depend on too much buffs here, so potentially not that much here. So with that, we're going to be taking our fanny back, and we are going to be moving this over slightly so we can fit that in here as right now. Just move everything over just a little bit here. Honestly, we have it set up like this, and it will be crafting up good old blood Goobert, which is going to be pretty good for us. Now, I did kind of want a deck of cards, but I think we're going to have to leave it as right now. We're going to sell the Garlic to roll once here, and there we did get Mrs. Fortune, which is going to be insanely good for us here. But yeah, we're going to kind of have to roll on like this. Now, we'll be crafting this up again, just for a little bit more lifesteal, and we're going to roll on like this, because we do need more healing herbs. Now, Gloves is still only targeting a Magic Torch as right now, but it should be this way for right now. So with Fortune in, we can start scaling our Vampirism, which is going to be insanely good for our Goobert here as well. So it shouldn't be too bad here. Smashing even. Okay, we got double Misfortune and another Flutes, which is going to be absurd. We're definitely going to take Misfortune. We definitely want another Misfortune here, for sure, but we also kind of want to take this Flute. So we're going to reserve Misfortune, we're going to roll here. And we kind of want this Protective Purse. We're going to have to sell another Garlic here, which is not super great, but we have to do it anyway. And with that, that's going to be a lot better for us as of right now. And we could also craft up Mana Thirst here, but I much prefer stacking up a bunch of Vampirism for right now, because this is a better way that we can actually start stacking up that Vampirism here. Now with double flute, we should be able to get a lot more luck more easily here, so we can start scaling up a ton of Vampirism. And we'll see, can we out-survive Nocturnal Locklifter with double Magic Torch? And actually, looking pretty strong here. Yeah, kind of insane. Now with that, we actually kind of want to go for a Hunger Blade here. We could also make the transition and go for a big luck stacking build with Fancy Rapier and try to make this go turbo fast. With some scaling from our Magic Torch, that could be insanely strong too. So a lot of choices here. We can also take a second Hunger Blade, add this in here, craft up into a Mana Thirst, to be scaling up with our Magic Torch as well. I think that's probably going to be our best play as of right now, so we're definitely going to add this in here for right now. And we do still want the Toad in to be crafting up, or to be generating up some luck for us. Now, we're not going to be taking Fancy Rapier, however, that does sound pretty good too. We also got ourselves a Bloody Amulet, which we do want to craft up these gloves here. Unfortunately, we kind of have to roll to try and find some extra space here. And awesome, we can definitely add this in for right now. Increasing the speed of our torches here should be pretty decent here. And we can still have our Mr. Struggles in this position for right now. Now, we may actually want to add this in to reduce our little bit of stamina as for right now. Add this in to be removing even more buffs. And with that, we're going to be rolling on like this. For sure. Now, we could end up stacking up too much mana here by this being in this position. However, we are going to run through a little bit more mana with the Magic Torch, which is not too bad here. So we can continuously scale up our Vampirism insanely fast here. And smashing here. It's going to be extremely strong. So with that, we're definitely going to be taking another Misfortune here. We're going to add this in for right now. Now, we did want to take a Bloody Amulet here. We could take this and chance get another Amulet Life here. If this is another Amulet Life here, it's going to be just absurd here. Let's take it. Amulet of Energy might not be too bad here. We kind of want to targeting our Hunger Blade here too, to be getting some regen back so we can actually start scaling up a little bit more here. But I think it's going to be a little bit better for right now to add in our Flawed Topaz, because your stamina consumption is going to be a little bit too high. Even with two flutes, I think it's going to be a little bit better for right now. Unless we find some extra storage here, which we kind of want to roll for. Now, do we actually want to get rid of a box of riches? I'd love to keep this in, but unfortunately, we just don't have the space for it. We could lose our gloves as well. We also need our healing herbs in. Or we could just get rid of our Amulet of Energy here. However, we could also have this targeting Misfortune to actually keep our luck generation kind of insane here. So, a lot of options here. I think we kind of have to roll on to the next round with this setup here. Now, do we want a second Mr. Struggles here? Kind of do. I'll reserve it for right now. Because just removing our opponent's buffs here is definitely going to be a win con, especially our opponent is going to be doing something similar, except they have good old Blood Turn here. So they're going to be able to stack up a little bit more than we are, and we're going to be turbo scaling mana because of our opponent here. But so far, still outpacing our opponent here, which is kind of straight up madness here. So we're going to be taking this for right now. And I'm going to switch this down here, and we're going to be putting our Gloves of Haste in as well. Slot that in here, and we're going to be crafting up Vampire Gloves. Now that should be pretty darn good for us. Now it still means we're not going to have our box of riches in. Actually, we need... Okay, so we moved our setup around so we can have our relic case with all our weapons here to be decreasing the stamina consumption here. And we're going to be crafting up Vampire Gloves to be targeting Magic Torch because we do want our scaling damage on our Magic Torch like this for right now. And with that, we have one more gold. Let's go ahead and roll. We could take another Toad here. We don't exactly want to. We can also take another Flutes, but don't exactly want to. Now, we have an opportunity. Do we want to target our Misfortune here? Since we have two, I kind of want to have two of these here to be scaled up as much as possible. So, yeah, we'll keep the Amulet of Energy on this Misfortune here. Because we're really, really dependent on too much luck here. And if we get too much luck, we're actually going to be scaling up luck, which is not a super deal. Again, another chain up build, which is kind of insane. They're going to be removing all our buffs here. However, if we start stacking up some luck here, we're going to be getting a lot of Vampirism. And so far, we're scaling up our damage. They're also scaling up their damage here kind of significantly, but still smashing here. Kind of insane here. DPS-wise, looking straight up crazy here. I do believe we can actually take this a lot further, so let's go ahead and continue on. We got ourselves a present, which we are not going to be taking for right now, which is super unfortunate. And with that, we do have our Vampiric Gloves in this position. Shouldn't be too bad as of right now. We'll take this, and we'll increase the speed of our setup right now. With Mr. Struggles and our Misfortune here. And we can add this up here, and we can take another Mr. Struggles. I think that's going to be extremely good. Just to be removing our opponent's buffs like crazy. We're going to be rolling here. Jinn's Lamp might not be too bad here. Yeah, we probably want to take this here. Let's go and roll again. Another Misfortune could actually be taken as well. Yeah, especially with Jinn's Lamp. We definitely want that here. We could sell our Box Riches and our Healing Herbs here, which I'm actually going to do. Because then we can actually take out our Amulet of Energy, which we don't exactly want too much. We can actually add in our Jinn's Lamp for this right now. Now this will most likely be generating up luck if we're using up a ton of luck here. So this will supply luck for our Misfortunes here. So that should be insanely valuable to us. So we're going to be rolling on like this, so we should be able to stack up a crazy amount of Vampirism. It depends on if the Burning Banner removes our Vampirism. But as you can see, Vampirism is turbo scaling right now. Which means we're going to be getting a lot of Vampirism back per hit here. However, this Sun Shield, our stamina is going to be problematic here. But again, skyrocketing Vampirism. Insane. So basically, just living long enough so we can scale up our damage as well. Extremely awesome. Now we're definitely going to be taking another Misfortune. I'm going to slot that in here for right now. We do actually want this on this Misfortune, so we may actually want to move this one down here and have this set up like this, and that's going to be much better for us. Now with that, I'm going to continue to roll here. We could take another pair of gloves. We could also go for Gloves of Power. Potentially. Now that could be insane on our Hungry Blade here. Because we're going to be scaling up a lot of damage here. But is it going to be worth it here? We could also take another pair of gloves and add this in, but our stamina is going to be a little bit too bad here. So with that, I'm actually going to increase the speed of our Mr. Struggles, Misfortune, and Mr. Struggles here. I think that's going to be a little bit better for us. I'm going to continue to roll. Another mana orb we don't exactly want. We could take another Jinn's Lamp. And honestly, I think this is going to be extremely worth it here. So we're definitely going to take it. Now, Poison Ivy is going to be kind of scary here with all these poisons, or all these spikes stacking. But we'll see. We have a ton of armor to break through. We're stacking, turbo stacking our Vampirism. And so far, can we heal back up? Back to full and insane here. Smash, we're healing for 62 per hit on our weapons. Our DPS wise is actually not too insane here. But our healing here is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and continue on as right now. So definitely take another Jinn's Lamp here. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and continue to roll here. Another Misfortune could be turbo stacking here. I actually think we will take it for right now. Which means you do want this Potion Belt. We also want to get this Bloody Amulet. So we can kind of more guarantee that we're scaling up Vampirism here. Because we definitely want as much Vampirism from the very beginning so our opponent just doesn't take our Vampirism. Yeah, I just see our Vampirism just shot up to the sky here. And yeah, we're definitely going to be beating Burning Banner here, even though they're going to be trying to remove our buffs and smashing damage to finish off our opponent here. Which is insane. Insanely awesome. Now one thing I did kind of want to check out here is weapons here. I wondered, could you scale up your damage on your Goobert here, but I don't think you actually can because it says weapons here specifically, and this is not labeled as a weapon. Or as you can see down here, this is labeled as a melee weapon. So something I was just kind of keeping an eye on here. So we'll take the Potion Belt for right now, and we'll actually be taking good old Bloody Amulet as well. Which does mean I kind of want to take Divine Potion as of right now just to cleanse some debuffs if we go up again a debuff stack and build. Since it's on sale, we might as well grab it here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and continue on as of right now. So it does mean we are going to have 5 Vampirism from the very beginning. So it does mean we can actually start stacking up pretty fast here. However, opponent's dealing a lot of damage with that Practical Large Greatsword and that crit with staff. But yeah, it's just crazy insane. It's just crazy insane. However, opponent had a kind of an interesting build here with all the bubble bringers. Kind of insane looking. But still, our whole setup here being extremely awesome. Now we'll be taking more Misfortunes because if we end up stacking up a bunch of luck, we can just, honestly, just turbo get rid of our luck here. Now there's also Goobert here. However, I do not actually kind of want to take this, even though that does give us regen, that we could be stacking up on our Hunger Blade here. Goobert would be nice to add in to get a little bit of scaling regen for our Hunger Blade to be even scaling our Vampirism a little bit more here. However, we do definitely want to keep good old Blood Goobert for right now. So unfortunately, I don't think we can actually afford to fit in Goobert as of right now, unless we take it and place it somewhere, kind of like where our Mr. Struggles is going to be. So say we could have her set up like this, we actually get a ton of scaling regen potentially. That could be insanely good for us too. So actually, yeah, we'll take that here for right now. Now, it does mean we can't exactly fit in our Armored Life. I'm actually going to fit this in right here for right now. That's probably going to be our best bet. As right now, we're going to be selling this Divine Potion, and we're probably going to go up against someone who's going to be stacking debuffs here. However, we definitely want this leather bag. We're going to take this and we're going to see what this is going to be. The Amulet of Alchemy, it's never been so fastly sold in my life. So unfortunately, I think we kind of have to just roll on like this. Now with double misfortune here, we should be able to scale up a little bit of regen. Right, Goobert here. We'll have to see. Our opponent is running Buster Blade here, so they're going to be dealing massive damage. But again, we can heal back up. We'll just have to see. Their Buster Blade is going to be doing massive damage, but still skyrocketing our Vampirism and smashing her. Actually. But yeah, didn't actually realize this was the final round. I was having way too much fun with this build. But I do believe the Relic Case here, especially with this whole setup here, we're scaling up your Vampirism and your weapons here, the Hunger Blade, Magic Torch, Mana Thirst. To be scaling up that Vampirism just makes this whole build so much better here. Now taking Goobert in the final round was probably not to play, but come on. Goobert is Goobert, brand new unique item here. But anyways, we barely won here. Let's go and see. We did survive with 4 lives left here, which is extremely awesome. Let's just see how much rank points we got here. Plus 23, rank us up quite a bit here. But anyways, gonna leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And hope you keep looking for the next one. See you next time.